Hello, my dear students. Good morning to one and all, and welcome to online classes. So, in the previous class, we had discussed data structures, and this session also we will be discussing the concluding part of stacks. And this topic today we will be concluding stacks. Kindly make a note of all the topics what you are studying and also attend the test which will be for 10 marks. As you all know, this chapter weightage is 14 marks. So you will have 1 mark 1 question, 1 mark 3 questions and 2 5-mark questions. Let us start today's session and check out the topics for today. Before that, let us have a recap of the things what we studied in the previous section. In the previous section of data structures, that is stacks, we had a discussion on types of expressions, that is infix, postfix, and the applications of stacks, arithmetic expression, infix expression, postfix expression, prefix expression, infix to postfix conversion, how we can use stacks to convert a infix expression to postfix expression. So today's class we will be discussing how we can evaluate a postfix expression. As you can see in the example, we can see an example where we can see a infix expression. By using stack, we can convert the infix expression to postfix. Suppose imagine we want to convert 2 into 3 divided by 2 minus 1 plus 5 into 3. This is an infix expression which we want to convert to postfix. We will start scanning each symbol of the infix expression from left to right. The first symbol is 2. Stack is empty. So 2 is an operand. Whenever a operand is scanned, it will be put onto the output or postfix string. Next comes asterisk or multiplication symbol, operator. As it is an operator, we will push it onto the stack. Star is pushed onto the stack. The next scan symbol is 3. 3 is a operand and 3 goes to the result or output. Next is the slash. Slash is a operator. Already there is star in the stack. Now slash. Slash has the equal precedence as star. So therefore, we have to remove star and then we have to push slash. Star is removed and put it onto the output and then slash is pushed onto the operator stack. So to convert a infix expression to postfix, operator stack is used. The next scan symbol is left parenthesis. If the scan symbol is left parenthesis, it will be pushed onto the stack. The next scan symbol is 2. 2 is the operand and operand is placed onto the postfix expression or the output. The next scan symbol is minus. Minus is an operator that will go to the stack. The next scan symbol is 1. 1 is an operand and if the scan symbol is an operand, it will go to the output string. The next scan symbol is 1. As 1 is an operand, we put it onto the postfix string. The next scan symbol is a closing parenthesis. When a closing parenthesis occurs, when a closing parenthesis is scanned, we pop all the elements from the operator stack until we get the matching left parenthesis. That is, when I pop the element, we will be getting minus and minus will be placed onto the postfix string, and the next popped symbol will be a left parenthesis. We shall discard the left and right parenthesis, as a postfix string does not include a left or right parenthesis. So we shall discard both the parentheses, left and right parenthesis. The next scan symbol is plus, as plus is an operator. Operator has to be pushed onto the operator stack. Then comes the next scanned symbol, that is 5. 5 is a operand. If the scanned symbol is a operand, we shall place plus onto the postfix string or the output. The next scanned symbol is asterisk, that is star multiplication. As it is an operator, it will be pushed onto the operator stack. The next scanned symbol is 3. 3 is a operand. As 3 is a operand, it directly goes to the output or the result. As you can see in the example, the stack contains star and plus. There are no more symbols to be scanned. Therefore, stack is emptied by removing all the elements and placing them onto the output. When we pop, first star comes or asterisk comes, that will be placed on the result. Then again when we pop from the stack, we get plus, and plus is placed onto the postfix expression. Therefore, the result will be 2 3 into 2 1 minus slash 5 3 into plus. This is the final output postfix expression which we will be getting after conversion of the infix expression. Let us check the steps, a series of steps for evaluating a postfix expression using stacks. To evaluate a postfix expression, we scan the elements from left to right from the postfix string. Each operator in a postfix string refers to the previous two operands in the string. Each time when we read an operand, it will be placed onto the stack. Unlike in the infix to postfix conversion, we use a stack of operators. To evaluate a postfix expression, we will be using a operand stack, a stack of operands. Therefore, whenever the scanned symbol is a operand, in evaluation, the operand will be placed onto the operand stack. Each time when we read a operand, we push it onto the stack till we reach the operator. Once we reach the operator, we pop two operands from the stack and perform the indicated operation and put the result back to the stack. So this will be continued until we reach the end of the string. Let us see one example and then we shall confirm this. Let us see how we can evaluate 4 5 plus 7 2 minus into. How this will be evaluated? 4 5 plus 7 2 minus into. So 4 and 5 are the operands which will be put into the stack till we reach plus. Once plus is reached, then we take the previous two operands and then we perform the indicated operation, that is plus. 4 plus 5 is 9. Then we start scanning the symbol, that is the 4 plus 5 is 9, 9, 7, 2 and a minus. When we reach to the next scan symbol is minus. Therefore, we scan the previous two operands, that is 7 and 2, and we perform the indicated operation, that is minus. 7 minus 2 is 5. So therefore, we get 9, 5, and there is one more operator followed by 5, that is into. As soon as we occur a star, we take the two operands before that, that is 9 and 5, and perform the indicated operation, that is into, multiplication. So 9 into 5 is 45. So we start from left to right, and if the scan symbol is a operand, we place it onto the stack. If the scan symbol is a operator, we take two elements or operands from the stack and perform the indicated operation, and again we push it onto the stack, and this is continued until we reach the last symbol from the infix expression. Let us check out this explanation with the example given below. Given on the screen. So here we are using a operand stack to evaluate a postfix expression. We take the same example. We begin with 4. 4 is the scanned symbol. The first scanned symbol is 4. 4 is a operand. If the scanned symbol is a operand, push it onto the stack. So 4 goes to the stack. The next scan, as the next scan symbol is 5, which is a operand, it will be pushed onto the stack. As earlier there was 4, 4 is already in the stack, 5 is placed upon 4. The next scan symbol is plus. As you can see, the next scan symbol is plus. So we have to pop two operands from the stack. The two operands popped from the stack is 5 and 4. Then we perform the operation indicated by the operator. The operation indicated by the operator is plus. So 4 plus 5. The result is 9. So the result is again pushed back to the stack. The next scan symbol is 7. 7 is a operand. So we push it onto the stack. The next scan symbol is 2. 2 is a operand. We put it onto the stack. The next scan symbol is minus. So when the scan symbol is a operator, we pop two elements from the stack, that is 2 and 7. We perform the indicated operation, that is 7 minus 2, that is the result is 5. The result is again pushed back to the stack. So 5 goes to the stack again. The next scan symbol is star. So we pop two elements from the stack, that is 5 and 9, and we perform the indicated operation, that is into. The indicated operation is into. 5 into 9 is 45, and the final result is 45. This way a postfix string is evaluated, and during the evaluation we are using a operand stack. Let us see the algorithm which will perform the evaluation operation of a postfix string. While more input items, if symbol is a operand, if the scan symbol is a operand, then we push it onto the stack. Else, if the scan symbol is a operator, we pop two elements from the operand stack, then we perform the indicated operation by the operator and store the result in value, and the value is again pushed back. The result is again pushed back to the stack, and this continues until we reach the last element, and finally the result will be popped. So this is about the algorithm to perform evaluation. Now we shall have few more examples for converting a infix to postfix. As you can see in the example, we are trying to convert a plus b in the bracket b into c minus in the bracket d divided by e to the power of f, which is in the infix form. We try to convert it to the postfix. Let us start scanning the symbol from left to right. The first scan symbol is A. We put it onto the postfix expression. The next scan symbol is plus, and the plus goes to the stack. The next scan symbol is left parenthesis. As the scan symbol is a left parenthesis, we put it onto the stack. Then comes B. B is a operand and it straight away goes to the postfix expression. Then comes into our asterisk. Again it is pushed onto the stack. The next scan symbol is C, which is a operand, and that is placed onto the postfix expression. The next scan symbol is minus. As minus is a operator, we put it onto the operator stack. The next scan symbol is a left parenthesis. If the scan symbol is a left parenthesis, we place it onto the operator stack. The next scan symbol is D. D is a operand. It is placed onto the postfix expression. The next scan symbol is, there is one correction, that is after B, when the scan symbol is a asterisk, we check the top of the stack. On top of the stack we have minus, whose precedence is lesser than into. Therefore, we do not push star. Instead, we will be after B is scanned, the next scan symbol is a asterisk or multiplication, which will be pushed onto the stack. C goes to the postfix string minus. So kindly observe here, minus, there is already star on top of the stack. Minus cannot be placed on star as it has higher precedence. Star has higher precedence than minus. Therefore, star or asterisk will be removed from the top of the stack and placed onto the postfix string, and then minus is placed onto the stack. Next comes the left parenthesis. When the scan symbol is a left parenthesis, we put it onto the stack. The next scan symbol is D. D goes to the postfix string. Then comes slash. So slash goes to the operator stack. Then comes E. E goes to postfix string. Next comes exponent. On top of the stack we have slash. Slash has lesser precedence than exponent. So lesser precedence operator can have a greater precedence operator upon it. Vice versa is not possible. Next comes F. F is a operand which will be placed onto the postfix expression. Next comes the right parenthesis. So when right parenthesis comes, we pop all the elements from the operator stack and put it onto the postfix expression, discarding the left and right parenthesis. This is about how we can convert a infix expression to postfix. We shall have a look as to one more example where we are converting A into B in the parenthesis B into C minus D divided by E to the power of F into G multiplied with H. So we begin with the first scan symbol is A. A is a operand, it goes to the postfix expression. The next scan symbol is A into, and it goes to the stack. The next scan symbol is a left parenthesis, it goes to the stack. The next scan symbol is B. B goes to postfix expression. The next scan symbol is a asterisk. Asterisk goes to the operator stack. Then C is scanned. C is a operand. It goes to the operator. It goes to the postfix expression. Next is minus. Minus, as star is on top of the stack, minus cannot be placed on star because star has higher precedence. We remove the higher precedence operator from the stack, put it onto the postfix string and then put minus to the stack. Similarly, the next operator is, the next scan symbol is left parenthesis, which goes to the stack. Then comes D. D goes to the postfix expression. Then comes slash. Slash goes to the operator stack. Then E. E goes to the postfix expression. Then comes the cap. Cap or the exponent. Exponent again goes to the operator stack. Then comes F. F is a operand. As it's a operand, it directly goes to the postfix expression. Then comes the right parenthesis. If the scan symbol is a right parenthesis, we pop the elements until we get a left parenthesis and put it onto the stack. So until we get left parenthesis, the popped elements are exponent and slash, and they are placed onto the postfix string by discarding left and right parenthesis. The next scan symbol is into and it goes to the stack. Next scan symbol is G. G is a operand. So as G is a operand, it goes to the postfix expression. The next parenthesis, the next scan symbol is right parenthesis. As it's a right parenthesis, we pop the elements until we get a left parenthesis. And when we pop, we will be getting into, that is asterisk, and minus, which will be put onto the postfix expression. The next scan symbol is asterisk, that is multiplication, and that goes onto the operator stack. The next scan symbol is H. H is a operand and it goes onto the postfix expression. The next scan symbol is right parenthesis. We empty the operator stack, we remove the contents and put star and plus onto the postfix expression, and the operator stack is emptied. This is the way which we can use a operator stack to convert the given infix expression to postfix expression. Now let us have a look onto the practical program, that is program number 13, where we need to write a program to perform push operation. So we are taking a stack. A stack has maximum of 3 elements which can be placed. Stack, we have a constructor which will initialize top to -1. Then we have push and print. Next comes the member function push, which takes one argument, where we are checking the overflow condition. If top is equal to max -1, the maximum elements that a stack can hold is 3. If the size exceeds, we print stack is full. Otherwise, we increment the top by adding top is equal to top plus 1 or top plus plus, and then we add the item to the stack. So now you can see the print method. Print method, here we are checking the top. If top is equal to -1, then stack is empty. There are no elements. Otherwise, we begin the count from I is equal to 0, I is less than or equal to top, and we go on printing one by one elements. If top is not equal to -1. If top is equal to -1, then we shall print stack is empty, and we end the program here itself. As we know that the execution always begins with main, where we are creating a object stack yes, then we are giving choice to the user, 1 to perform push operation, 2 to print, and 3 to exit. We are asking the user to enter their choice. Enter your choice. If choice is 1, you can see we accept an item and we perform the push operation. If choice is 2, then we printing the elements. If choice is 3, we exit the program. If user enters other than 1, 2 and 3, we will print invalid choice and we end the program. Here we have some of the sample runs of this program. So the output of this program could be like this: 1 push, 2 print and 3 exit. If choice is 2, that is print. So the output is stack is empty, as just now we have created a stack and we have not inserted any element. So it will say stack is empty. So in the next turn we run the same program and we give our choice as 1. Then it is asking us to enter the item. The item we have given is 10. 10 is pushed. So similarly there are few more elements which are pushed. That is 20, 30 and 40 is pushed. So 40 is not pushed because the size of the stack we have given is 3. Already stack has 10, 20 and 30. 40 will not be inserted or pushed. So we are getting a error message saying sorry, stack is full. Similarly, when we give 3, the program exits. So this is about the stack program where we have performed the push operation. Hope you all have understood this program and this topic. Kindly prepare a notes and also attend a 10-mark test. Check your understanding, how much you have understood the topic. Kindly prepare a notes. Thanks for patience listening. Have a great day ahead. Bless you all.